Pennycuff got 2 strikeouts to start this inning against 8 and 9 in the Eagle order. But then Kurtz beat out a bunt single, got to third off a pair of steals. Katie Wentworth drew a walk. And Maya Richards, her stand-in, now stands on second base. And the Eagles have a serious threat looming now in the second. 1-2 on Stengel. High fly out towards center field. Espinoza back to the track at the wall. It clears the fence just barely. Montana Stengel has done it again at the Z. A 3-run shot to center field, and Avila extends the lead. It is 5-0 in the second. Strike 2 on Stephanie Hayes. Once again, the Swedes 1 strike away, but one of the top freshmen in the KCAC last year looking to do some damage. Deep drive by Hayes up the left field line. Fair ball into the corner. Hustling home is Bellflower. Hayes on her way to second. She'll stop there. Back-to-back doubles for the Eagles after the home run by Stengel. And it is now 6-0 Avila on a run-scoring 2-bagger by Stephanie Hayes. 0-1 on Douglas, low in the zone and smacked out towards right. It carries over the head of Martinez and bounces into the fence in right field. Hayes will score, Douglas to second. That's 3 straight doubles for the Eagles here in the second inning, and it's now 7-0 Avila. Well, smacked by Douglas off the end of her bats, and it carried way over top of the head of Liliana Martinez. And here comes Tyler Gunnelson out of the Bethany dugouts, and that is going to do it for Morgan Pennycuff. Liliana Martinez, the 2A stud, who again we very well might see pitch at least at some point in Game 2. I would expect her to start. I would not expect her to throw all 7 or however many innings are necessary. And they may need Jordan Stelzig here in Game 2. Strike 3 called at the knees. Cotton did not like how that started. She will like how it finishes. She just struck out Martinez for the second time in this game. 1 gone in the 4th. 2 on for Hayes. Deep drive by Hayes. Out towards left. Looking up, bunt. It is gone. 3-run shot, Stephanie Hayes. And the Eagles have cracked double digits. It's 10-0 Avila in the first game of the conference season. 2 strikes early on Rivas. Only 2 hits by Bethany, an infield single by Range, and a first-inning double by Destiny Espinosa. That's it so far off of Cotton. The 0-2 on Rivas, in there for strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Michaela Cotton, and that is how she starts off the 5th inning. Full count with the bases full. The pitch on Espinosa. Breaking ball rolled over towards third. Wentworth is going to go home. Perfectly done by Katie Wentworth. Soft grounder. Wentworth fields, goes right home. Espinosa hits into a fielder's choice. The shutout is intact still, and the Eagles are now 1 out away from getting out of this game. Buck is retired, 5-2 going home. Everybody else moves up. So Espinosa now on first, Craddy on second, Rosa on third, and Liliana Martinez is the last hope for Bethany in Game 1. All 3 of these runners on base need to score for Bethany to have a chance. First pitch, swinging, strike 1. Martinez has already struck out twice against Cotton today. Looking to prolong this thing for the Swedes. Full count from Cotton, swing and a miss, strike 3. Cotton strikes out Martinez for the 3rd time today, and that wraps up a complete game shutout for Michaela Cotton as Avila shuts out Bethany 10-0 in 5 innings in Game 1 of KCAC play. All Eagles this afternoon. Montana Stengel does get the strikeout to end a potentially troublesome second inning. Bethany gets 1 unearned run on the board, and they have staked Liliana Martinez to an early 1-0 lead. The righty winds, fires on Stephanie Hayes. Deep fly up the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone! And it is fair! Stephanie Hayes with her 2nd home run of this doubleheader, and on 1 pitch, the Eagles have tied this thing up.
That was a beautiful hit. Line drive right down the left side. Beautiful. If it was any more over, it would have been a foul. Perfect placement.
And as our friend Jacob Krukenberg used to say, if it's fair, it's gone, and that was absolutely cranked by Stephanie Hayes. Yet another home run for the Eagles standouts. And just like that, Max, 1-1 tie.
I'm seeing a perfect spot right between the center and left fielders where she could lay that ball. And that would be perfect for first score there.
You can almost see it in your picture. The center fielder is moving over to her left.
And what did I say?
She will smack it into left field for a base hit. Kurt scores easily. Montana Stengel delivers a go-ahead run for herself, and Avila takes the lead for the first time in Game 2. It's 2-1.
If anyone wants me to tell them their fortune, I'm available after the game because of the way I just called that right there.
What are you thinking for what's Avila's fortune the rest of the game?
Probably a win. A lot of outside pitches. You got to wonder, is she starting to tire out a little bit? Do you got to switch pitchers?
We saw Avila bring Shawnell Penn in from the bullpen in the left field corner. You might be able to make out Zoe Grayson out there as well. Craddy's going to send this one right there to the fence. It bounces at the base of the track for extra bases. One run is in. They will keep the second runner at third. It is an RBI double for Melinda Craddy right up the left field line, and the Swedes have tied the game. It is 2-2 now in the fifth.
And if you think we didn't have a ball game before, we absolutely do now. 2 players in scoring position for Bethany. Avila only thrown 1 out so far in this inning. Where do we go from here?
Tamia Butler is the tying run, and we saw Charlie Kennedy walk down out in front of his dugout and talk with his pitching coach. I thought we might see a pitching change. Not now. They will leave Stengel in to try to get out of this jam, or at least face Espinosa, who's about as tough of an out as it gets.
Wild
the pitch
pitch
skips away. Coming home is Rosa. The throw from Megley to nobody in particular, and Bethany takes the lead. It is a wild pitch from Montana Stengel, and Bethany is in front. It's 3-2.
We've got to see a pitch and change now. Well, I'm glad they put her back in.
No kidding.
She's been putting on a hitting clinic today.
Solo home run earlier today. She has hit the ball extremely well here at home so far this year. In this doubleheader, Max, she is 4 of 4 with 2 home runs.
Let's make it 5 of 5 here.
How about that? I would put the Eagles ahead if she's able to do so.
There it is.
Deep drive by Hayes. Left field corner. It's off the pole, and it stays in fair territory. That's a hit. The ball's in play. Scoring is Richards. Hayes stops at second. Did it hit the pole? If it did, it's a home run. Yes, it did. It's a home run.
Gone.
Third of this doubleheader by Hayes.
Avila goes back up, changing the score on a dime.
We had to confirm it. That's what I thought. Smacked off of the pole. Typically, it's called a foul pole, Max, but we should call it a fair pole because if it hits it, it's a home run.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what Hayes did.
Stephanie Hayes, second bomb of the game. Give her the MVP of the game right now.
That's look no further than that for the Eagles. Her 5th hit of the doubleheader, her 2nd home run of this game, and the Eagles go back in front. It's now 4-3.
And if I'm Bethany here, I'm just getting frustrated because I keep trying to play well, I keep going ahead in the score, and then Avila just brings it back on what seems like instant scoring.
And that's such a tough break, especially for the rest of this team. You've got a reliable pitcher out there. Again, Martinez has had a tough year by her standards, but they have staked her to leads now on 2 separate occasions. And not only has Avila come back both times, they've come back immediately both times in the next half inning. So they've given Martinez 2 leads, and she's given those leads up instantly. Ground ball up the middle. Laura gets to it. Her throw is not in time. Caitlin Myers beats out an infield single. I didn't think Kennedy Laura had any chance to even get to it for the Eagles, Max, but somehow she did. She made a really good play, but Bethany's got the tying run on base.
Well, if you were looking at that play, you can tell that Erilyn Richardson, she was going for the ball and then just kind of laid off. Kind of like James Harden playing defense there. So I think if she had put in a little bit of effort, gotten that ball, they could have gotten out immediately.
There's a grounder to third. Katie Wentworth will go to second. Douglas's relay is in
Double
time.
play!
Butler is out. It was a close call at first, but the Eagle defense has the effort that time, and they've got the execution. 5-4-3 GDP, and it's a scoreless 6th inning tossed by Erilyn Richardson.
So if you're Richardson, are you trying to get him out looking, or are you trying to make him swing?
I think Richardson is more of a contact pitcher, but she has some heat that most Eagles don't.
That's up.
Fly ball hit by Rivas. This could do it.
That's
Kurtz
game.
is there. Rivas flies out to center, and the Eagles sweep the Swedes to start off KCAC play. All Avila in Game 1, but the Eagles have to hold on, and hold on they do. A 4-3 win in Game 2. Erilyn Richardson with 2 scoreless innings to lock up the save and secure a sweep for the Eagles to start off conference play.
Avila moves up to 11-5 on the season, 2-0 in conference play. the Bethany Swedes move to an even 7-7 on the season, 0-2 in conference play. Great game here today.